Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Anglophile. Alright, we are at war with Venice. We are finally working our way over to take Crete. We've had the claim for a while, and we're finally in a position where we can attack them. So that's what we're doing. Now, it seems that there's going to be a battle here against us and the Knights. I dare say that may be our little pirating fleet here. Yes, now they are meant to go home at war. Unfortunately, they're locked in, so they're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Can we chuck on an admiral? We certainly can. So you know what? If we can let them survive, we're going to go ahead and try and do so. But I'm not exactly holding out for them. Alright, so in the meantime, we have already set our troops to start marching. We're going to start trying to take out some of our smaller little situations as early as possible and give ourselves the best foot up on this war as possible. So that's what we're going to do. Right, so that was a quick stack wipe. No surprises there. 2,000 men are easy to destroy when you bring a good 40,000, I believe. Alright, what's this? A new settlement. Whereabouts is this? Down over here. Okay, so sandpit or unite the colonies or allow both to grow. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and we're going to unite the colonies. May as well have them finish off. Oh, and it looks like we got that done. Fantastic. That is excellent. Let's give it a day. And we'll send ourselves a new colonial province to start up if possible. Alright, looks like that's fairly well taken. We have one fellow over here. In fact, where is our navy? We do have a navy hanging around somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay, they're hanging out over here. They seem to be fairly safe. You guys are looking after that. That is all well and good. Let's bring... Wait a second. Oh, we're still down a colonist. Alright then, well I guess we're not going to go ahead and do any of that. Let's just quickly make our way back to Venice and focus on what we can control then. Alright, looks like occupying a few provinces. Yeah, wiping out more of their men. Province should not be a very big problem for us to deal with at all. Alright, so what else have we got going on? We do have a mission fulfilled for... Ooh, optimize the channel. Yes. Let's go ahead and take that now. And you know what? Grow the channel as well. Cool. Let's go ahead and stack those modifiers. We're working on Renovate what is that? Renovate Oxbridge. Apparently... Ooh, we need a university in Bedfordshire. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. No, we haven't started building one there, so let's quickly get that finished as well. That should be fairly easy. Alright, so we've got all of those sorted. We're not going to do that. Conquer Brittany. We're going to wait till we annex France. And then... let's go ahead and use some of our church power. Let's go for some money and mercantilism. Kind of hard to say no to such things. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Make sure we're not capping out on any church power anytime soon. Alright, so it looks like a native uprising. Do we have men in the area? The answer is yes. Honestly, I don't even think you need a leader. Just make sure that you are sorted. And what is this? 75 devastation. Ooh. Rather painful. Alright, well, I guess we'll take it. There's not much we can do about it. So we'll just go ahead and accept it. Alright, what have we got here? It looks like Venice is moving in on their hills. Quickly go ahead and force march them across there. Make sure that we reinforce. And in fact, when do they arrive? 20th of December, that's 4 days. Oh, and there's 6 days left on the siege tick. That is quite a sad outcome. Alright, let's go ahead and bring our navy around. And question, did we lose those ships before? It doesn't feel like we did. Oh no, those pirates did make it back to land. So let's see, who is our best general? We have a 643 and a 6642. But I don't think we're going to be getting into too many naval battles, so let's go for the extra siege value. I suppose that will be best for us. And let's bring our galleys into Occupy. And where is the rest of our navy? I think we have... Yeah, here we are. A whole stack of transports and heavies. Let's throw our other admiral on there. And in fact, we probably should have upgraded our fleet. How much would this cost us? 500 ducats? You know what? As we can afford it. Let's go ahead and get that done. If I had to come to think about it, we should have done that before we started this war, but oh well. It's going to be what it's going to be. Alright, looks like we have rallied a good amount of troops. Question is whether it's going to be enough. Hippo power or prestige? We'll go with power. Looks like we may lose out on this one here. Yeah, that's not ideal. Alright then, let's quickly retreat while we still can. No point in taking excess losses. We're not exactly in danger for losing, so I'm happy enough to lose a little bit of war score. They will take far more trouble than we will. Yeah, had we have given them a couple of days, maybe some of our friends could have got close, but I don't think it's necessarily worth it. Alright, let's bring... Let's see, who are you? You are a 1444. That's decent. Who else would be another good general to bring over here? Maybe we bring our Conquistador. The 3232. That's probably what we'll run with. Yeah. Or actually, you know what? No, maybe we'll go for a little bit less movement and go for better fire value. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Let's go ahead and see. Not this army, but the other one. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. That'll be fun. Let's move back to be in a position to support our friends if necessary. We'll go ahead and stay nice and close. Now, we are at war with Provence, Venice, and Tuscany, it does seem. Okay, so that's not too bad. Everyone's nice and close. Far better than when we've been in previous situations where we have had to fight one individual and then run across the rest of Europe to get to the other. So it looks like Tuscany is trying to siege down France, which is not ideal. We're not going to be able to keep integrating them if they are currently occupied at their capital. So let's go ahead and bring everybody up to bear upon them. Hopefully they will not make the 28% chance. But there's not much we can do if that is the case. Just try and re-siege it as quickly as possible. Alright, so that's not ideal. So much for putting a better fort on Paris. Right, mercenary companies, those aren't a concern. Oh, but it looks like we may have actually trapped these guys in a little bit of trouble. Alright, well, you know what? That I can handle. Let's bring you over to Paris. Let's bring you up over there. We'll let them sit on that siege for just a small fraction. Hopefully we'll get back Paris and we will get them blockaded in. In fact, let's see. What is their defensive tick? So each day is 20. Each siege is 27. These ones are 50. Oh my goodness, they must have great defensiveness. Yeah, that is that's not beneficial at all, and that takes a lot of regiments to siege down. Let's go ahead and barrage. Hopefully, in that case, we will make a little bit of progress. We do have enough cannons. Yeah, 21 versus 7. We should be fine. It looks like Castile is already taking out Provence, and the Palatinate already want out. Okay, let's see. Who are you here? You are Venice. Yeah, okay, Venice has all of their armies up here. We need to get ready and reinforce. Let's see. They are suing for peace. They will go ahead and give us war reparations. In fact, what is our current war score? Oh, they're fully occupied. Okay, so if that is the case, we'll go full money. We'll go ahead and what do we do? We sort of want to put them into a position where we might be able to eventually make friends with them, because at some point we do need to friend some of the electors. So let's just double check. Yes, the Palatinate is one of them. We probably don't want to upset them too greatly. So What would we choose to do? Let's go for their money. Let's go for their war reparations, and then we could force their religion. That would make them like us a little bit further. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Another elector who is our religion is always a good thing for us. And then I suppose at that point there's not much we can really do. So you know what? We will go ahead and extend this demand instead. And that would be perfectly fine. Let's accepted the peace offer. Fantastic. We are in a little bit of trouble here. Let's go ahead and shift consolidate. We're going to need to take this as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and... Burn grasslands, they will take a penalty, but I want to get there as quick as possible. So let's go ahead and... see. 21%. Let's order a siege. Yeah, let's go ahead and do just that. And then we will see if we can get them to reinforce as quickly as humanly possible. And it does look like we're not going to be able to protect our friends. Yep, they're ganging up on us. Alright, so even though we are a fairly beefy country, we can still make pretty bad decisions. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to defend ourselves here. Let's go... we're not able to scorch earth, are we? No, because it's a friendly province. Oh, bother. Alright, fine. Back up we do. Let's go ahead and back on up. Oh, wait a second. We cannot back out of that fight just yet. Okay, there it is. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Alright, let's see. Where can we move to? Oh, and we're heading up north. Alright then. Fine, we'll flee in that direction. Unfortunately, at the Battle of Paris, it doesn't look like we're going to be doing much better. They're incredibly outnumbered. So that's going to be what that is. We can retreat, so let's go ahead and get behind friendly lines. We'll also go ahead and make sure that we are set to a defensive edict, just so we can give our men a little bit of time to re-up their numbers. That would be particularly good. Alright, let's get rid of Provence. If we can get rid of them, that would probably be ideal. Reduce any of the amount of people we need to fight. Go ahead and revoke their core on them. That seems fine. And Great Britain as well. And what else do we want to do? Military access. Let's just double check. Are you guys an elector? Provence? The answer is apparently no. So we can kind of do whatever we wish to them. Let's go ahead and we'll leave them with the land that they own. We're not trying to increase our aggressive expansion too much. We'll claim our cause. We'll go ahead and, you know what, force their religion. That seems appropriate. In fact, can we go for war reparations instead? Yes, we can, and we can still take money. Alright, that is exactly what we're going to do. Go ahead and set that demand. That should be fine for now. Yeah, and we're going to need to probably deal with things a little bit better than what we have. Looks like they're definitely not looking to attack over here. Yeah, France has 46,000 men. I don't know where they are all, but it looks like Castile is doing most of the heavy lifting for us. Yeah, a little unfortunate. Oh dear, we are absolutely getting trashed up here. Alright then, I guess we're just going to have to go ahead and we didn't retreat properly. Alright, that's my bad. Should have probably done that. Let's go ahead and scorch earth. We will try and buy ourselves as much time as possible, but yeah, there we are. Stack wiped. And they're going to have to sit on that fort for a little bit. In fact, let's see if we can quickly up some mercenaries. Let's go... You know what? 40,000 strong, 11 days. That'll suffice. Let's go ahead and bring them up alongside. May make them think twice about taking out that fort of ours. Alright, France is trying to defend their capital, but unfortunately that's not going to go particularly well. We do have a little bit of attrition, so let's go ahead and put on a high maneuver. General, hopefully that can help out. Let's see, what else can we do? You know what? We should probably increase our land force limit. That's probably a decent idea. Let's make sure that that's set for the most effective things. And see if we can increase our military might. Probably not a bad thing to do. We have an age objective for 200 regiments, I believe. So we may as well see what we can do and make that work for us in our favor. Alright, so let's just double check. How many enemies are we at now? Tuscany, the Knights, and of Venice. Alright, well that shouldn't be too bad. Tuscany is getting sieged down. Once that falls, that should give us a clear run to their capital. They only have 47,000 men left, and Venice is with 70,000. Okay, so the moment one of them falls, we're going to be in a far better position. And it does look like Venice is just a little bit cautious about pouncing upon us. We will micro this just a little bit. Oh, and they're diving on in. Let's quickly go ahead and get there first. Let's also consolidate our regiments. And in fact, we should probably go ahead and force march. And they are definitely reinforcing. Right, so the numbers are in our favor. Oh, and they've backed on out. Good, that's what we're after. If we can get them to back away from the fight just a little bit, that's probably worth it. Oh, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and try that once more. But we can happily let them bounce back and forth for a couple of months. And then, let's see, farmlands. Morale's not quite as high as we need it to be. Yeah, we need another month or two. So what we're going to do is see how bad are these siege keepers. 46 days. You know what? We can let another month go by and then potentially dive on in and get them caught out. With those 35,000 men elsewhere, we should have a slightly better fight on our hands. So yeah, we're not going to risk losing the farmlands. Not that we really care that much. Let's go. Yeah, the morale's not perfect, but I think it will have to do. Let's go ahead and see. You'll be there on the 3rd, and you'll be there on the 5th. You know what? I can handle that. Let's go ahead and get that done. Let's also consolidate. Oh. Be there on the 4th, and you can be there on the 3rd. Okay. That'll be fine. Our mercenaries can take the brunt of the fight. There we go. We will reinforce them quite nicely. We do have the defensive. Ooh. Are we really that low on our morale? Is that bad of an... Oh dear. I guess we shouldn't have done what we did. Should have waited that extra month. Okay. You know what? If we lose, we'll just back it on up. Gosh darn it. Yeah, we really did lose too much there. We did a solid amount of damage to their back line, but unfortunately, I think their morale was just a little bit too weak, and that has caused us too many issues. They are both retreating in the same direction, so I suppose that is at least something. Looks like we're going to lose that fort. They have moved up to 21%, so we're going to lose another one there. So we're just going to have to stand by and let things be for now. France is nearby, so that's not the end of the world. In fact, we have another colony self-sustaining. That is over in... Yep, over in the Moluccas. That's fine. Oh, and we've also kept out on power. Okay, so let's not stuff up everything all at once. Let's see. Let's go for a little bit of admin power. In fact, we should probably just keep on developing things for a little bit. It's going to be many years before we have technology, since we just got ahead of time on that. So let's spend a little bit of everything and see what we can do there. Make sure that we get some very beefy provinces. Let's go ahead and give them a little manpower as well. And then let's go for a little bit more of our military might. In fact, this would probably also give us a little bit extra in our force limit as well. So let's just make sure that we can do what we can do. Let's get a bit more admin. Alright. You know, that should be enough for now. In fact, let's see, how is our force limit? So we're now up to 131. I think that has increased it by a good 5 or 6 at least. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do for now. Let's bring both of our men into sorry, not defensive, home provinces. Make sure we get the most out of our reinforcement ticks. For innovativeness, thank you kindly. We will always go ahead and take such things. Right, and I think we're just going to be occupying some of these armies while our smaller subjects go ahead and take on the rest of the sieges. Alright, gain church power is legitimacy, church power, or the other. Alright. Well, you know what? I feel like we could probably do something with that. Let's go ahead and innovativeness, reform, progress. You know what? Let's work on our reforms. Probably not the end of the world, and a little bit of extra space. No, let's go for money. We can't walk by that money, can we? Right, and then we'll go ahead and we will lose some church power. There we go, back down to 1. That'll be fun. Alright, looks like Portugal has global trade. They're getting more merchants as well. We do have a free colonist now, so we should probably go ahead and fix that up. We did lose Antwerpen. That is annoying, but it is what it is. Let's bring... Let's see, we could go for these. No, I don't think we will. We need to sort out our colonial Canada. That would be what would be best for us. So we're trying to call that. We're working over here. That's pretty good growth on both of them. Let's go for one more. See about connecting all of these lands together. So let's go ahead and send them. We're going to keep on working on that expelling of Irish minorities. Maybe, just maybe, by the end of the game, we may be able to get rid of all of our Irish to a new world. Alright. Let's see, how are we doing? France is trying to go and take back Paris, which I do appreciate. It looks like all of our armies have recouped, so... let's go ahead and see if we can catch them. Let's send in the mercenaries first. We'll follow in with our other regiments second. You know what, we may as well go ahead and shift to consolidate. I'm not expecting them to get another one. They may, unfortunately, get a few reinforcements in there, but I feel like about 60, 70, we will outnumber them, so it is possible. Alright, Great Britain has lost some reputation, or well, some opinion of people. Not the worst. Oh, looks like this is going to be a fairly close fight. Let's see how we are doing. Alright, we have good discipline. That is nice. We have less morale. That is not ideal. Wow, my goodness. They have a crazy amount of morale. No wonder we are losing our fights. Yep, okay. Well then, I guess we're going to lose that as well. Alright, we're just going to let them burn through as much manpower as possible. We have far more of it than they do. So I'm willing to let them back out at the latest extent. So they lost, let's see. Yeah, almost twice the number that we did. So I suppose it's not the worst. We have manpower to spare. They're not going to. Let's see. Venice is almost out. Tuscany is out. Yeah, okay. So now at this point we can just chase them down at our own whimsy. Not that that's the best plan of attack to basically burn down everybody's manpower and just outpace them. Feels a little bit like a Russian run. Go for the good old historical throw bodies at it until the problem stops moving. But I guess we are where we are, and it looks... Ooh, did we really only retreat that far? That is utterly ridiculous. Alright, fine. Looks like they'll be doing alright for a bit. Let's see, what can we do? Tuscany, are you guys going to have any land that we desire for some time? I don't think so. No, so if we can piece them out, that'll be fun. Let's go for... We do have a little bit of war score. We'll go for war reparations. We'll go for your money. We're not going to tell them to return any cores. That's not exactly in our interest. Not going to take any land either. Let's go for... I don't really know what we want to do with them. You know what? We could break their alliance with Bohemia. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then... who else? Riga, I don't think we mind. Then maybe Venice, just so we're not facing the two of them. In fact, yeah, we could break this alliance. Potentially in the future, they're going to be more at each other's throats because they're going to want to occupy some of the same sort of land. So we'll let that be. Let's also make sure that we move our mercenaries across so we're not taking excess attrition. That would be foolish. Let's bring our mercenaries to the next port, and we will go ahead and move beside them. I'm pretty sure they're going to be less eager to fight if they have very minimal amounts of manpower left. Alright, so not exactly a great showcase of my military prowess. In fact, you could probably argue that I don't have the ability very much. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try and chase them down. We're going to get there on the 7th. They're going to... we're getting there on the 8th. What about... there we go. Okay, we can catch them out. It is in farmlands. They have... Can we see the occupation? No, we can't. Alright, we're going to have to wait. But there we go. That's the sort of battle that we wish to take. Hey, and we finally won one. Alright, well, that is nice. We can move our mercenaries over to Paris proper. Go ahead and get them to start besieging that. And it looks like France is willing to jump on them while they have minimal... Oh, no, never mind. It's just Venice. Okay, well, it is what it is. Alright, so we do hear... What was that sound? I thought that the prompt was something, but I seem to have forgotten. Oh, that's right. A missionary, I think. I think that was the sound of a missionary finishing. I could be wrong, but I feel like they have converted somewhat place. Japan also seems to hate us. We really haven't had that much to do with them, but apparently a little bit of a reputation is growing. That is, fortunately not in the correct manner of things that we'd prefer. Alright, there is one siege. That is good. Let's go ahead and let's work our way around. Actually, we might get caught out if we stay here, but it does give us a little bit of extra vision. Tuscany is beginning to get themselves in a little bit of trouble. They're trying to re-siege what they can. Argentina sent us a gold fleet. That is always nice. Conversions, yep. Sound was fantastic. They're not looking at taking on Castile, which is always nice. Having a nice beefy subject is particularly handy, I guess. Keeping them more than a little occupied. And, you know, we'll turn off that fourth march as well. I don't think we're going to have to worry about them trying to take anything back. France is working on Antwerpen. That is nice. Hopefully that finishes up fairly soon. But now, there we go. War score is ticking back in our direction. That is what we're after. We don't have ticking war... Oh, wait, no, we still don't have ticking war score. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we lost that many battles. But they're going to get in a little bit of trouble. They're not with any manpower at this stage. So every loss that they take will be a permanent one, which is excellent for us. And it looks like that gigantic attack of Castilians has just been let loose. So let's watch a little bit of havoc unfold in Italy. Oh, they are trying to take them on, but I don't think it's going to go too well. How are we doing? Oh no, Castile is getting beaten. Okay, it looks like they tried to divide their armies. Not exactly the right play right there. But, you know, it's always nice to think that they were trying to help out just a little bit. Yeah, and now they're absolutely doom stacking, which, oh, they've also had rebels. I suppose that's not the end of the world. Alright, more conversions are successful. Thank you kindly. Always good to hear that we've got more brothers in the faith. And I guess we're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna wait here for a second. Unfortunately, they're still losing the war score. So at least they're not going to try and peace out at any time. Oh, sorry, they're not going to peace out because we have positive war score. And they're not going to sue for peace because they do not have the... because we don't have the objective. So they're not going to try and ask for a way out. Let's go for more money. Or go for a little bit of land. No, let's try and seize a little bit of land and see if we can get our way back up to 100%. That would be particularly nice. All that we need is to be at peace, and we should be able to do that. I don't think that there's any major benefits for us being at the perfect 100, but still nice to see nonetheless. But that's what we'll go for. Alright, let's go ahead and see. Anything else we want to do? Oh, reason, oh dear. What have we got here? They lose nobility and we gain army professionalism. You know what? That stuff's hard to come by. Yeah, we are not a very professional army. Let's go ahead and accept that. And a little bit of unrest we can honestly handle. And losing a little bit of loyalty also isn't going to be the end of the world either. Alright, diplomatic moves, extra diplo rep. Fantastic, that'll help us annex France just that little bit quicker. So at the moment those mercenaries get finished with that siege, we can quickly... can we go ahead and... We don't have a siege and we don't have artillery. Alright, fine. We're gonna do what we have to do. Let's bring our cannons over there, break down the walls of Paris, and be done with this once and for all. Alright, cannons, you may now... No, the cannons can stay. I really do not care. Alright, looks like Venice is making a little bit of work with their stuff. That's fine. But we'll sort it out sooner than later. Alright, let's see. Lose base tax, gain tax in London. Nobility will become unhappy. Again, oh, that's not exactly wonderful. A little bit of autonomy and just gain that. Sure. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Trudeau being calm is always nice. Alright, let's see. There we go. There is the sacking of Paris. Let's go for some more army professionalism. We have the cash. Yes, we can certainly do such things. We're not going to take the money. That's just... let's go ahead and sort that out. Cannons, let's go ahead and come back together. Let's bring our mercenaries forwards first. I think we'll set up in these mountains. I suppose we can. We'll also tell everybody else to attach. We're going to make our boom stack ourselves. We'll bring our others around. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, our reputation really isn't that good. We're going to go ahead and move to Saxony just to defend. But it looks alright. Yeah, they're going to not be around for much longer. They do have good numbers, so they could potentially win a battle, but they're not going to be able to win the war. So as soon as we move on forwards, that would be particularly nice. In fact, you know what? Maybe we could try and move down through Tuscany. Yeah, we already have breached a fort. That way we don't have to worry about fighting on a defensive fort. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of them. Let's go... Hang on a second, what's going on? I'm guessing there is a fort and a zone of control that's a little bit winky-wonky. Well, either way, we'll take some sieges while we can. And it looks like everybody else is coming in to join us, which will be nice. Looks like we have lost our natural scientist as well, so let's go ahead and find a replacement. What do we have here? So we have monthly war exhaustion. That is fantastic, having that being reduced. We have calm and inspiring leader. There's some nice benefits. Let's go for... I don't think we particularly care for any of these. Let's go ahead and take the... let's go for the missionary strength for now. We are still converting for our subjects. but I think we'll find a better one in the near future. Let's also go ahead and... morale of armies? Let's see. Fort defense, reinforced speed. You know what? All of that is fine for now. We'll just let that be. Alright, so let's flow into Tuscany and see what we can destroy. Hopefully the majority of what they have left. Let's go straight for one of their forts. We'll siege Lucca while we wait. Right, conversions are happening, native uprisings, those are fine. We can handle them. Right, and now the AI is beginning to panic. Right. Let's bring our cannons onto the siege. Let's see that we can get that destroyed nice and fast. Let's go for that barrage. And yeah, we're just going to stay around and reinforce. They're probably not going to want to dive in on this group. They're going to be just a little bit tanky for their likings. We will tell them that they can attach to our regular units. And it looks like we have some furs. Another colony is self-sustaining. Excellent. And expelled more minorities. Good riddance. So that now means 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we call you? Yes, we can. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will make 5. So very shortly, we're going to be done away with that, which is rather nice. Let's see. Yeah, that should be fine for now. And that is, yeah, no real big problem now. Fantastic. Alright, so that's rather nice to finally get that sorted out. Oh, and we are running a little bit late, but before I forget, let's continue with a little bit more of the force limit. Make sure it's a little bit less punishing when we do have ourselves a larger army. I think that should be good for now. Marketplace, is there anything else we wish to do? You know what? Yeah, we should probably go ahead and invest in a little bit more money. There's never going to be any harm with that. So let's go ahead and finish those off. And I think we'll come back with the finishing of Tuscany and Venice in the next one. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Go. This is the Leviathan, signing out.